I don't know if you guys remembered when I spoke about NEO, and I have to thank Money Making Melvin in Florida for this information. We were actually talking about this a little while ago, and he's the one who came up with this idea. He said, Mitch, do you know that NEO, all the money they were spending on research and development, a lot of it went into research and development for more than one sub-brand already? And I'm like, I didn't think of that. He said, yeah, they did not just do the research and development for Onvo, Ladao. I prefer the Chinese name Ladao. But they did also complete research and development for other sub-brands. And now we just have to pump them out. Well, listen to this, guys. You see, when good things happen, like Ray Dalio said, they also happen in bunches. People say when it rains, it pours, and that is also true. But when good things happen, it happens in bunches. You see, this year is our year for the double digits. And next year is triple digits for the stock. I know a lot of you are saying, Mitch, I can't see it because the shorts just keep... Watch this, guys. You have to understand, Tesla is crumbling and it's a failed company. And they're pumping it right now, saying, oh, well, look, we're coming out with Robotaxi. They don't even have LiDAR. How are they going to have Robotaxi? Elon Musk thought it was a chocolate when they asked him about LiDAR. He said, I don't like the taste of that dark chocolate. They said, no, this is not Swiss dark chocolate. They said, this is a technology for driverless driving. He said, no. Since that guy, Peter Rollins, left me, we can't develop none of these things anymore. So according to China's Tianyan Intellectual Property Information, NEO has applied for 14 trademark registrations for its first sub-brand Onvo, known as Ladao, in China. The trademarks are now pending approval, and NEO filed for Onvo CareTech L10 to L90, but also L66, 77, 88, 99, as reported by China's Sina. Onvo, previously codenamed as Alps, will be launched in May next month, and its first model, L60, will target Tesla's Model Y sales in China. But what's the other L's about? There are other brands coming to destroy the rest of the competition. On the Alps, in a recent media Q&A held in Beijing, NEO's management unveiled that Onvo will be officially launched in early to mid-May. And according to Weibo posts from industry experts, the second model is already in preparation. How is that possible? It's possible because the research and development is finished, and now we just have to make it, test it, and release it. Codename Blanc, Onvo's second model is aimed at a larger family and has an attractive appearance, and all the models will share battery swap technology. An attractive appearance, and all of the models will share battery swap technology. Utilizing NEO's 4th generation battery swap station, which will start being deployed in China in a few weeks. Onvo's upcoming models and NEO NT 3.0 platform will feature single motors and forego LiDAR technology, opting instead for 4D imaging radar. This strategic choice is aimed at reducing costs, thereby allowing the brands to offer these models at a lower price point, expected to range between 200,000 yuan, which is 27,000 and will be less with all the other incentives, and 300,000 yuan, 41,400. During the latest earnings calls on March 5th, NEO CEO highlighted that the first model under the Alps brand will boast a bill of material cost approximately 10% lower than the Tesla Model Y, and will be even lower than that with battery as a service, etc., and the government incentives. And if you trade in your gas guzzler, remember that? Woohoo! So, you see, before I continue, let me just say this. I showed you guys a video of NEO's humanoid robot. We are already producing humanoid robots again ahead of the rest of the competition, which will be doing jobs that would be considered dangerous for humans and further cutting costs. And Tesla is also working on their robot. Now, I'm going to show you guys a clip of what the Tesla robot looks like, in my mind, currently looks like. And you're going to see a team around the robot that represents Neo's team of superheroes basically that works on our robot, and you will see what they did to Tesla's robot. Take a look, guys.
No. How could you be worthy? You're all killers.
Stark. Jarvis.
I'm sorry, I was asleep. Or I was a dream.
Reboot. Legionnaire. S got a buggy suit.
Terrible noise. And I was tangled in strings. Had to kill the other guy. He's the Avengers' extinction.
Alright guys, welcome back. This is to just put things in a little perspective for you of how advanced we are compared to Tesla's robot. Same as with our driverless technology. But you see, like I said, Tesla is in a desperation. As a shareholder, if I was a shareholder, a Tesla shareholder, knowing fully well, and I've said it and I'll say it again, the writing is on the wall, with the Chinese brands that I showed you guys in my last video, BYD, this company, Xiaomi, the model they just released, that get over 100,000 orders already and counting. And the other company that I showed you guys that is also going to take a massive share away from Tesla Model 3 and destroy the Model 3 completely in China. This is why Elon was begging the government to keep them trade barriers, because if they come to America, people have a choice. A choice is all we're asking for. No one will buy rat poop anymore. So the Shanghai-based EV manufacturer NIO inaugurated today its Smart Driving Technology Center in Berlin, Germany. Just like England, Germany has always been ahead of the game. They have Mercedes, Audi. They have so many brands in Germany that would make the American gas auto industry look like rat poop. This is why NIO chose Germany as one of his locations and hiring the best minds, just like the best minds in England, to work on our cars. Located in Schönefeld near Berlin, the team led by NIO's Senior Director AD Mirko Reuter is responsible for developing and validating all vehicle-specific systems focusing on the needs of the European customers. Once the upgrades of the new functions are ready, these are uploaded to the cloud where customers, as NIO calls them, users, can download directly to their car. Also in the German capital, NIO opened in July 2023 its innovation center covering 1,500 square meters. Aiming, and see, this is the reason why we move ahead, guys. When Peter Rollins, and I said it, I'll say it again, left Tesla, they were decimated. He is the brain behind it. Elon don't invent nothing. He just knows how to go on stage and dance and hype it up and give shareholders Kool-Aid to drink. Aiming to deliver smart driving solutions for the European market, the center will drive the development of advanced technologies such as NIO's supercomputing system Atom and the Aquila sensor system with integrated LiDAR. Something that Elon don't know what it is up to this day. The Innovation Center is additionally tasked with localization and software testing. Its key focus areas encompass digital systems, digital architecture, digital cockpit, user experience, user interface, and the in-car voice assistant system, Nomi. You see, user, the key word here is user, user experience, user interface. Why? We are focused, like I said, like the founder of Merck Pharmaceutical, on the user, on the customer service. I'm going to do a video on the customer service that Tesla customers are experiencing, and you will be amazed by it. And finally, maybe you'll wake up and understand. Get out now while you can from Tesla. Hugh Zhang, NIO Group's Vice President of Smart Driving Technology, embodies our vision of a forward-looking company for intelligent electric vehicles. That's why we chose Berlin as the capital of startups and technology, where we are advancing the development of smart driving solutions for NEO users in Europe. This allows us to complete our global development network, and offer tailored user-friendly, again the key word, technical solutions from Europe for Europe. Remember we spoke about in one of my last videos what they're doing in England for the English people? We are designing based on the landscape that we're in. So, NEO signed a cooperation on Sunday with the State Grid of Suzhou. Remember I talked about that, guys? Power supply chain to jointly build a charging and battery swapping network. So initially it was going to be just 1,000 battery swap stations completed this year, right? Another 1,000 this year. But remember, with all of the other partnerships and energy companies that's going to be also helping us build out, you think it's still only going to be 1,000, guys? Critical thinking is very important when you invest. And common sense ain't so common anymore. This is why when I tell people Tesla is going to go bankrupt if they don't change their business model and adopt battery as a service, they're like, that could never be. That could never be. But why is it Elon don't want the Chinese manufacturers in the West? Because he will be done and he knows it. We will have a choice. And most Americans like myself, if we get a choice between the NEO and the Tesla, be honest, what do you think we'll choose? Rat poop or magnificence? NEO. The magnificence, of course. Just like when Toyota came. Both parties will collaborate comprehensively in multiple areas, including jointly building charging, listen to this, and swapping stations, as well as engaging in vehicle grid interactive intelligent microgrid projects in the virtual power plant. Following its initial announcement in January 2021 and several delays since, NEO has commenced last week large-scale production of the 150 kilowatt semi-solid-state battery mass production now. And you guys are still worried? And worried about the share price and saying, well, at least let's see a lift in the share price. I don't want to see a lift right now. If it wants to stay where it is, that's fine with me. I'll keep buying. If it lifts, that's fine. Then I concentrate on Wushin and SoFi again. Just like the marijuana industry, I was sitting on it, and you see what Aurora Cannabis is doing now. I told you guys to keep your eyes on it. Now the Biden, the genocidal Joseph administration is pushing to pass the banking bill so they can say for the elections coming up, see what we did? We promised to legalize it, but we got closer. It's coming. Keep your eyes on that, just like I told you guys with Bitcoin. And now you see what happened. It got legitimized, right? The ultra-long-range battery was initially unveiled at NEO's annual event, NEO Day, where the sedan ET7, the first model from the second platform, was introduced. Now, customers in China will finally have access to them. I hope you guys understand what's happening here. This is the last year. For those of you who are still panicking and saying, I hope we see a lift in the price, in the share price, you will. No, you will. And this is the last chance you have at getting it at these type of levels this year. Because when we release Ladao and the other sub-brands that are right behind it, you will never see these prices again. And then you will say, Money Making Mitch, you were right. I wish I had bought more. I'm getting ready to sell the left leg, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sell the left leg. But you understand where I'm going with this. I hope you guys found this video to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. And like I said, they blocked me on Facebook, guys. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up to expand this channel and give me the motivation to keep doing these videos for you guys. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel we have the warrior mindset where, like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.